City, stand up.
Hello, Atlantic City.
Hashtag gospel with Steff
Morgz. Atlantic City, what are you doing? I'm so crazy.
Keep your ear right here.
Yes. Supa Steff is a bird, it's a plane, it's me.
Oh, it's Morgz. I had to add in on the church.
Hashtag gospel. Right here on We Have Gospel. Geist in the building.
It's me.
And you got Najee InTheMix.
Keeping us all connected.
What you doing over there?
I gotta take a phone call real quick.
Okay. Well, we are now talking about the subject, what roles that men and women play in a relationship. What roles are they expected to play? Chivalry, all that good stuff. Guys, something happened to you.
Oh, we're hitting this already?
We're hitting this already. Something happened to you that made you say, hey, man, what role should everybody play? And are we playing our roles?
Before we get on to this discussion, let me tell you all the backstory of what happened.
Okay, tell us the backstory then.
You don't need to come at me.
No, I'm not coming at you. I'm excited.
Morgz is coming at everyone today.
I'm not coming at...
Oh, my Lord. Anyway,
we love Morgan. We're going to miss Morgan. It's our last show. Y'all.
I was leaving the station after working Dumbest program in the community. I took a stop at Wawa. I grabbed a hot dog. I grabbed a soda. I got in line, and there was a couple in front of me.
Right.
The guy literally gets his soda while scanned, and his snack, I forget what it was now, scanned, and walks away. Literally walks out to the car where he's getting gas, gets in it, and sits down and is waiting for his girlfriend. I'm assuming girlfriend. She's left to pay for the entire thing. Now, I got waiting around the other side because the guy was looking for something to do, so I said, okay, go around. So then I ended up holding the door for her to, like, follow her out to go back to the car. She said, no, it's okay. And I'm like, that just got me thinking.
Well,
really?
Do you know that if that was they were girlfriend and boyfriend, or were they husband and wife?
I don't know any particulars in the situation. I didn't see a ring on her hand, either one. So that kind of gave me a little bit of a thought. Right. So I was sitting there thinking, I'm like, really, dude? You're going to do that and then walk away and leave her to pay for everything that you're going to buy through her? That ain't even close to right.
Was it a lot of stuff?
It was 5 things at most, maybe no more than $10, but still.
See, with that, I understand the angle that you're seeing it from, but it could be maybe he just paid for dinner or just paid for something, and maybe she's like, I got it, and maybe just seemed like
But don't walk away. Don't walk back to the car.
Maybe he was going to heat the car up.
He was already running.
The car was nobody in there?
Nobody in there.
They left it running with nobody in there?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me.
Well, I could think of a million reasons where that scenario could play out. Because I've been in situations like that where, like, you want something? No, I'm good.
Oh, yeah.
No, come in, get something real quick. I really don't feel like standing in line. You don't have to. Just come in, put it on the counter, and go sit in the car. All right, cool.
I've been through a situation, too. So
I don't know what his angle was. If it was disrespectful, of course, that's out. But I don't know what his angle was and why he did it.
I didn't talk to any of them. I just witnessed to this. So naturally, in my mind, made some assumptions there.
Well,
but it brings back a good point.
Definitely.
What stood out to me, you said, was when you offered to hold the door, she said, oh, I got it. I know for me, I'm very independent, and when I had to train myself to accept help from, like, say if a man wants to carry your groceries, or if someone wants to help you out, and that's not even just with that kind of stuff, but just even accept a compliment. I had to learn to accept that kind of stuff. And so even sometimes if I can carry my own luggage, or I can, just because a man asks, hey, can I do that? Thank you for that. Because if I deny that, then that kind of makes him feel some type of way. And it's like, you decided to do this nice gesture for me. You know what I'm saying? It kind of goes both ways. So perhaps she's used to doing everything herself. I'm just like, oh,
and to piggyback off that, that's a good point, because short, a man offer to do like something like that with you, and you say no, the next woman won't get it so nice. The next time somebody who might really need the help, he might be like, well, you know what? I ain't doing that, because every time I offer to help somebody, they say no, so I ain't helping her. Let her carry her own bags. We want to try to uplift all our people in any way that we can, for the most part.
609-641-8870 is the number to call if you want to weigh in on this topic.
I mean, when I heard what Geist said, I was thinking, well, maybe they married, maybe he went to the car and she just was using the same, like they were all taken from the same money. You know what I mean? And she had her car and she was paying for it, but they were still using the same money type of situation. But I will say this. I learned my lesson. Let me say this now. When I was younger, and I was going on dates, when I first started going, I was just paying for everything, paying for everybody, paying for everything. Oh, when I got older, I started going Dutch. Understand something.
I didn't know what that meant for a long time.
Yeah.
Are you going to clarify that?
I'm going to.
When you ask a woman out and then you're like, we're going Dutch?
Oh, I'll definitely clarify. Check this out.
This is going to be good. This is going to be good. I can feel it.
Check this out.
Then I'm going to just ask
especially, let me tell you something. Especially because there's
a
different, no. There's a different type of dating nowadays with this generation, right? Where it's like, oh, yo, we hanging out. And it's like, I'm feeling you, you feeling me, we hanging out. See, when I was younger, I used to pay for all these girls, and it'd be like, spending all this money, and then like, I remember this one girl in particular who I was liking, but she was thinking about me, and I'm spending all this money on her, and then it got to the point I took on like 4 or 5 dates, spending money, and she just wasn't trying to do anything further than just go hang out. But I'm spending all this money on her.
You were trying to get the round 2.
I was trying to get the round 2.
You were trying to get the second base.
But here's the thing. I was honest about it from jump. I was like, yo,
all I want to do is get the second base, and that's it.
I was trying to like see what's good, you know what I mean? And she just kept going out and taking all that free stuff, but she wasn't trying to really do nothing. And it got to the point where I felt like, okay, Heifer, you using me. You trying to just let me keep taking you out. It's paying for all your stuff, and you not saying no, and I'm the stupid one if I'm gonna keep doing it.
You're gonna keep doing it.
So I woke up.
I've never been in that particular situation, but I used to do that with like my boys.
Okay.
When I was young, like because when I was like 17, I've always had a car.
Okay.
I was the one who, if we was going somewhere, I was the one that was driving. I had the car.
Okay.
But it started getting to a point where, you know, when you're younger, you do a little bit more thing, you know, 17, 18, whatever. So when we go hang out or whatever, I was the one putting the gas in the car. I was the one setting everything up. Mm-hmm. I probably had 2 or 3 of my boys that just riding just because they're there and they don't have no money, they can't eat. So I look them out. And I got to a point where I said, you know what, I'm better off going by myself. Because I'm the one that's always setting up these ventures anyway. So I can set up the venture for myself. And I became a loner. As far as women, I went on a, I don't know how, it was maybe 10 years ago. I went on like a blind date. I tried to do like a couple, like, not blind dates, but like I met somebody like on MySpace or something. I did that a couple times. Back when MySpace was
right, it's popping.
Yeah, and there was another one back when I was younger called the Philly Donut, the Delaware Raven. You could call a number, and then you'll go inside of a chat room just by calling the number.
Okay.
It was a really creepy guy. As soon as he picked up, he said, "You've reached the Philly Donut," but he sounded like he was like Dracula or something. And anyway, I mean, I'm going off on a tangent.
Yeah, I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, he just sounded weird. He had a real deep, weird voice. But anyway, so I met this girl and I took her out. And I mean, this girl literally was just buying everything on the menu. And I had the money to get it, but at the same time in my mind, I'm going, she can't eat all of that. And then she was calling people, "Hey, Mom, I'm here at such and such. You want some shrimp?"
Okay, that's definitely an
and I'm just like,
case.
Hold on, this is crazy. Like, this is weird. I'm not having like, you gonna eat all of that? And she didn't, and that ended up absolutely going nowhere in the end. So I knew at that point in time, I would never be that guy again. Never be that guy again. If I'm spending money on somebody, it's because I want to. I don't even care what the outcome is.
Right.
I will never ever be that guy again. Please, my fellas out there, I'm gonna revoke your player card if you ever become that guy.
Especially when you young, and because when I had this revelation, I was like 17, 18, one of those, and so it was like after that, I just learned to slow down. It was like if I'm trying to get to know somebody, I'm not necessarily going to go out on a date to get to know them first.
Exactly.
Let's talk first.
Yeah.
We see each other at different places.
Well, you can't learn nobody in the movie theater.
Exactly. I don't have to take you out on a date first to get to know you. Like, I could take my time first, because my thing is I started to get to the point where it was like I didn't like having phone numbers exchanged, because what if I don't like you after a conversation?
I don't like that. Now you got access.
That's weird to tell you to lose my phone number. That's why social media was great, because what I started to do was, okay, yo, what's your social media? I hit you up and we'll just start conversing there. If I don't like the way this conversation is going through social media, then I know there's no need to give you the phone number. There's no need to go take you out on dates, nothing like that. Let's get to know each other first before we even start doing all that other stuff.
I'm with that too.
Conversation's a little different.
But this is what I started to do.
I'm with that though, and the way, because it's like, all right, so you take this one girl out to dinner, that don't work. Now
you don't even know her, and
you take another girl out to dinner, that don't work. That's why I don't do that. I'm not going to do that. Like, that's like I said, I stopped that a long time ago.
Like, I put like this: by the time me and my wife went on our first date, I paid for everything, of course, because by then we had already been talking for a couple of whatever, getting to know each other. So I knew that she was worth doing all that. I don't want to just randomly meet a girl. Oh, you fine? Let me take you out on the town. No. That's privileges. Listen, let's get to know each other. That's just me though. It's like, okay, you fine, well, let's get to know each other. You could be crazy. I don't want to exchange numbers with you and have everybody know what my phone number is. I would have to change my phone number every couple of whatever people I date. You know what I mean?
I do want to. This is really different. I don't really know how to answer this
from a man's perspective. I don't know.
It's different. But I will say this. For at least for me, there's certain things that gotta be like correct in order for, like, I mean, of course everybody makes mistakes in the past and like, I probably won't go down that route again, or maybe I should have done things differently. But from what I've learned, I'm worth a lot, and I deserve to be, not that you have to listen, I deserve to be wined and dined. I deserve to be taken out. I deserve to be not just chilling at your house. You know what I'm saying? I deserve all that, and I think any woman deserves that, and the right man should know that. I'm just saying.
From the moment they meet you,
why would a man meet you and be whining and dining?
That's what I'm saying. From the moment they meet you,
that is the problem with these modern day relationships, is that these men is coming in trying to wine and dine and spend money that they probably really don't even have at the end of the day.
Well, that's the superficial stuff anyway.
What they should be doing is just simply getting to know the person, trying to figure out what they like, what they dislike, what their interests are.
Right? Why can't you have a one-on-one conversation?
What numbers to dial? Things to make you smile.
What can't you come up to me and say, "Hey, I think you're beautiful," or "I think you're whatever." I like to exchange numbers. I like to get to know you a little bit, but there has to be some type of
exchanging numbers is a little bit too private. Like,
see, this is a different generation. A different generation.
For me, I know for me it's different, because like, I'm not just gonna give you my number and we both have each other's number. You might be crazy. Different. I don't know you, but I want to get to know you. Hey, are you on social media? Let me hit you up. But hey, how you doing?
See, well, I'm very old school. Very traditional. There's a lot of people say it's 2016, about to be 2017. We do things differently. I want to be taken out and shown a good time, and because I mean, yeah, like, it doesn't mean you're superficial. It doesn't mean you have to pick me up in a Bentley or anything. Just take me to the park. Take me to the park or something like that. Just spending quality time.
Yeah,
that's what we talking
about. I'm cool. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
That's exactly. Stuff like that.
Why are we on the same page?
Yeah,
I don't want to be on the same page. I want to be against.
But shifting gears too, I just want to give hope to people that are out there that maybe want to be married and stuff like that, because I think we live in a generation where a lot of people are just like, kind of like, there's a lot of memes that go around that say, yeah, so if he texts you and then y'all dating, then he gonna cheat on you. People are like, ha ha ha. No, that's not funny. None of that's funny. I don't think any of that's funny.
Not at all.
Some like it's this. It's someone good out there for you. There's a good woman out there for you. There's a good man out there for you, and it can happen. That fairy tale love story can happen, because the ultimate fairy tale is when Christ died for me. So who dies for somebody? You know what I'm saying? So that it can happen. The fact that Christ died for me and he showed us the way. We are the bride. I mean, but see, that's somebody who has Christ in their life, who wants to be married, who wants to do it, the right way and stuff like that.
Think about it like this: your future son. Do you want these girls out here just making him spend all his money on them and they not thinking about him? You feel me?
Everything in prayer, I would say, son, you and your dad and I are gonna. I mean, it depends on what age he is, because at one point, if he's doing what he wants to do. But I'm gonna say, you know what? I mean, if you really like this girl and you take her out and she turns out to be like a jerk, you don't have to go out with her again.
You just hit the nail on the head.
But why
you
would
said,
you? But you
wait, no,
spending
Najee,
money
wait, check.
But you
hit the
think
nail.
Nobody has
No,
to do
but
what
you
want.
hit you hit the nail on the head when you said if you really like this girl.
Yeah.
Now, if you don't know if you like her, and if you don't know if she like you, and y'all just
Then
get
why
to
are
know
you going
each other,
out?
Exactly my point.
That's the point.
That's why
That's the
you just
point
need
we
to
making.
converse and talk.
But
first.
what I mean is, why even give it place? Why even say, let me slide in your DMs? Or
How
because
would you know?
being attracted to somebody is very different from liking somebody.
Yeah, how would
Okay.
you know?
Attracted, it's not sliding the DMC. That's a bad connotation to that because of all the crap that goes on.
well,
with the DMs and
we just said something about revoking somebody's player card. See, what angle are these type of men you guys are talking about coming from? Revoke your player card.
I just made a joke, and I'm just saying, as a man, don't be. Basically, I'm just saying, as a man,
Don't let these women play you.
Yeah, don't let these women play you out. That's
because
what
as
I'm
much
saying.
as men is out here playing women out here being players too.
I agree.
They
You
are.
feel me?
I agree.
They are, and that's the thing.
Especially
See,
with
me,
the nice guys.
See me, I know my worth
Clap
also.
those hands. Clap those hands, guys.
You hit that head.
Especially with the nice
you
guys.
hit
They
that-
trying to play us out here.
Steph, you hit that nail right
Come
on
on,
that.
guys.
You hit that nail right on the head because my ex-girlfriend before Erin,
Yeah.
she took way advantage of me. She took
Thank
my
you.
money. She took my time.
Took your
Took my
kidneys.
time.
Your
No,
kidneys,
not quite. She
your
would have
spleen.
if I let her.
Oh, man.
But because I was a sucker
Your
back
kidney.
then.
Yeah.
I fell hard for her. I would have did anything for her. And then she broke my heart cold and hard. So that made me jaded for a long
Jaded is the
long
word.
time.
Jaded.
I'm still a little bit jaded, but not as much as I used to be. I got over that with time because of power of thought and prayer.
Yep.
But with everything going on today and these social media relationships taking control and being the forefront of everything, it's disturbing. It needs to stop.
You know about
People
me?
need to
Oh,
be
sorry.
more. People need to bring back a lot of old school traditions.
Yeah.
Chivalry. Hold the door, and if the time is right, pay the bill for the dinner. For
If the
date,
time is
whatever.
right. That's right.
You gotta stop thinking about in the moment.
You just went against yourself just now.
I know I did.
You just said 5 minutes a minute ago that all that stuff you was doing amounted to your heart
Stop.
being broken.
No, but
Stop-
he has a good woman now.
Stop
so
thinking
I
about
don't think
the
he went
past
against himself.
and look into the future. Maybe a year, 2 years, whatever. Stop being in the moment. If you're with somebody, be with that somebody. Don't be talking to the next one on the left, next one on the right. Just be with that one person.
And if you are talking to the next one on the left and all that kind of stuff, be upfront. I would say, hey, I'm dating other people. I'm talking to other people. Just so they know the other party can be like, oh, okay, well, I can juju on that beat on out of here, or I don't mind.
Like I said, to go back because I never finished making Morgan's beat. Morgan's beat.
609-641-8870.
Yes. They got you too.
Please call in. Please call in.
I never spoke on that, but what I was saying about the player card is these men that come right in and they want to wine and dine and spend all this money on a woman. Two things is wrong with that, especially if you don't have that type of money. The problem is that she's going to always expect that. She's
Well,
going to
do what you're
expect
able
for
to
that
do.
to be the norm. The second problem with that is that's not how the relationship should start. It shouldn't be based off finance. I know what I'm worth too.
But I'm not saying that it's based off of finances. I'm saying there's a level of basically respect. You could take somebody to the park. You don't have to pay for them.
I'm fine with
Y'all
that,
both,
you
but y'all both
wine-
said it. Y'all
you
both
said
said know what you're
wine.
worth.
You
Both
said,
of y'all said it.
You said wine and dine. I'm not whining and dining nothing if I'm not even like. It depends with me. It really depends with me before I get to that wine and dine state. The very first thing for me that's really important is for a woman to be stable. I need a person who I know that's riding with me no matter what. We have a caller, so I'll stop for a second.
Caller, what's your name and where you calling from?
Hi, it's Nisha. Hi, everybody.
Hi, Nisha.
Hey.
Hey, I actually agree with Morgan. I think that it's important for a woman to feel courted. And I think that is something that's really being lost today. I'm not saying you got to go and spend your very last dime on a woman or anything like that, but it's about trying to make her feel special once you get to that point. And I definitely feel like that's something that's that's being lost. And even, in return with how women are treating men these days.
I
both ways.
I just want to, if this what you're saying is a Facebook status, I like it, because I do agree that court is the operative word I think you used. But see that also depends on the person, because I want to be courted, but there's some people who don't care about casually dating or just whatever. I mean, but that's why I think people should be upfront, and if they're not upfront, you should be like, okay, I see where this is going, and then
So the problem, the issue with the courting process is, see, women are under the impression that when a man is courting you, that there are certain criteria that he's supposed to meet, and there's certain things that he's supposed to do.
This is going to get different again.
So supposed to, because we all have our opinions, so I'm gonna speak mine. So women feel like when a man is courting you, there's things that he's supposed to do, and that might not be his idea of how he courts a woman. That might not be what he feels like his courting should be. But nobody's going to come right out and say, hey, listen, when you're courting me, this is what I expect. The first thing is, I want to even know if I'm going to be courting somebody in the first place, because I might not even be there. They might be in that headspace, and the man might not be in that headspace. If it start off, y'all just friends, and y'all do whatever friends do, and then whatever happens in that process happens, and just roll with it. Let it roll. But I feel like some women, they try to force the issue and make it more than what it is, and then be frustrated that it don't happen.
Well, that's what I wanted to piggyback off that. That's why I said, if the woman or if the man realizes that this is no longer going anywhere, then you cut your losses and you move on. That's
Absolutely.
Why
you got to be clear from jump at every stage of it, of every stage of you and that person's whatever you call it. You just got to be clear from jump, and that's one thing I can say.
Absolutely agree with that, and that's the problem. A lot of people, they're not clear. They're not clear. They don't speak exactly what time it is, what they're looking for.
So it's like, are we dating now? Are we not dating now? Are we still just friends? Do we like each? We have to. It might feel weird to have these conversations, but you have to have these conversations. I know me and my wife, when we first started, we had those conversations. You know what? I'm digging you. You're digging me. We're dating now. Okay. You know what? Now we're boyfriend and girlfriend. Now I'm thinking about marrying you. Like blah blah blah. From jump, like
you DTR'd. You defined the relationship.
Ooh, DTR.
I didn't come up with that. That was from a show.
I DTR. Yeah.
I feel like that's well and good, but see, that's a person that you definitely communicated with
from jump.
But you knew that's who you wanted to be with.
No,
you made that
not
clear.
Necessarily.
Well, you said y'all was dating.
From jump, we communicated though.
Well, that's
so
true.
even before I really knew all about her, from jump, we was real clear. We was clear. Well, even when I first
you liked her romantically,
right? But everything was defined. Her standards were defined. My standards were defined. What she was looking for was defined. What I was looking for was defined. And that's kind of like when you get into a business relationship. You're a businessman. You know what y'all trying to do beforehand, because y'all map it all out. You know what I mean? This is what we doing. This is what my vision is. What your vision is. Let's get together. Let's do it. Blah 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 blah. And we keep moving on. You know what I mean? And if it don't work out. But at least we have a clear vision of the destination or the path that we're going on.
What about when you're in a situation where somebody say, "I only want to be friends"? That's it. How you feel about that?
And okay. Now this is where I'm saying. You want to be friends? Friends go Dutch. Okay, now you understand? You want to be friends? Friends go Dutch.
Let me say something real quick. There's this
Carl, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here.
You hanging on? You hanging out, or you done?
Oh, I was hanging out.
Okay, hang out.
I want to respond to this on Facebook Live. I got this Nia Hernandez. I want to say something to you, man. You are doing something absolutely wrong. And I want you to understand what you're doing wrong. You're selling yourself on Facebook. Your profile picture, no, it's you, ma'am. Your profile picture is you with barely nothing on.
I'm lost.
This girl right here.
Okay.
Her name is
Nia.
Oh yeah. Okay. On Facebook.
Okay, she's commenting on your live feed.
She's been commenting on my live feed on
she
Facebook,
saying?
And she's
so
saying,
give us a context here.
Okay, so she's saying men are not trustworthy. I've been in a relationship. The man was married. He said he was getting a divorce, blah, blah, blah. He didn't. I'm doing something wrong. Most of the time when a man go for me is what I can offer. Do I have a job? Do I have a house, stable income? I don't know if it's me or men I choose, but they have no good communication. Ma'am, it's you. I'm going to tell you from what I see. You're naked on all your posts. I'm going to put that on quote. You're naked on all your posts.
Wait a minute.
All your posts.
But this is what I'm saying.
You're twerking, you're naked, all your posts,
understand.
you're selling something.
Okay,
Coming for her.
Let's be objective, right?
Put it on quote, so
From
I'm
an
gonna put it on
objective
quote.
standpoint, she is doing that, and naturally doing that attracts all type of attention. Now, whether she necessarily wants all that different attention,
Yanni.
Didn't we have a word for this like a month and a half ago?
you are a thirst trap.
Thank you.
What the lady is, whether she understands it or not, she's a thirst trap. And you're going to get a lot of thirsty people coming at you and doing all types of stuff. Now, first of all, if you're surprised that they're coming at you, let me help you not be surprised anymore. If you're putting flesh out there, people just going to come after just because
saying
of the flesh.
stuff like, "Oh, I'm
Period.
so
It just comes
horny,"
with
and all this. That's
come
come
with
on,
the territory.
You're not going to meet the type of Romeo you're looking for.
It come with the territory.
But listen,
Facebook
there's
doing
hope
that.
though. I mean, we're not.
There is
just gonna
hope.
Come, nobody's just gonna come
I'm
for
not
her.
coming at her like
The thing is,
I am, because it's not the first time we had this conversation. We've been here before months ago.
it could be turned around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Everybody has to learn something.
Because you're probably a nice
Because
person.
I know you probably been through. Oh, well, we all got our heart broken and stuff like that. But
Right.
you don't have to continue to do that type of behavior because you were worth something.
So we all agree that type of behavior is probably not helping the situation. So you might want to chill out with that. I'm not
Okay,
judging
so
her.
what about? So she says that she hasn't done that in a while. What about the post I just saw that you put up
You
the
might
other
want to
day?
delete. You might want to
Oh
delete
my
that
that
stuff.
was speaking about because I have some FCC
I'm
some
about to say
FCC
FCC
rules
to you.
right now, so I can't speak. But it's something you said on your post that clearly indicated that you were in a situation where you wanted to be with somebody in a sexual manner.
Okay, now we're moving on.
Did I do that right? Did I say it right?
It's still uncomfortable. We're moving on.
I said that. She said that's not fair.
we can't go there. See, now this is an example of we can't do that. Okay?
Explain what's wrong with that.
We can't talk about
Somebody's Facebook post.
Yes, but with the subject matter is not appropriate
Well,
for.
the subject matter is us explaining that when you put something like that on Facebook,
This is true.
and then say that you want a situation opposite than that, you're contradictory of yourself.
This
okay,
is true.
but he's saying you can't go down a certain path.
We
That's
can't-
all he's saying.
Yeah, we can't like
I
get
know what he's saying. I'm
descriptive.
very intellectual. I understand what
We
he's
can't
saying.
get
but
so
what
descriptive on
I'm
that part.
defending that.
I
What
don't
I'm
think you
saying.
were because you're kind of going. He's saying you can't say that.
Because I'm defending my position because what she
okay.
really put was way worse than that. So I'm just defending the way in the terms that I put on there.
Either way,
because
we
if
gotta
we
move
gonna
on.
If we're gonna be real, we're gonna be real.
You got to be real.
We gonna be real. We gonna be real. I
just
don't feel
can't
like
go
that's
down
a
a-
violation.
We just can't go down a direction of describing things like that. You get what I'm saying? You
know,
feel what I'm saying?
Whatever you say, baby, I'm with you.
You feel what I'm saying?
Whatever you say.
But yes,
And shout out to everybody on Facebook Live that's listening right now. That's watching. Shout out to everybody. What's up, Mike? I see you, baby. That's my boy there.
Exactly. So, caller, thank you for calling in and everything. Thank you so much. All right. And we're going to get into this song. Chance the Rapper, the song is called Blessings. And I am feeling this song right now because it samples a classic Fred Hammond song. So check it out and we'll be right back. Supa Steff is the Birds of Playing. It's me.
And it's more.
Hashtag gospel right here on We Have Got. You know what? Matter of fact, before we do that, because I'm tripping, I got all the way sidetracked. Before we do that, it's time to talk about the station.
You're listening to Hashtag Gospel.
This is Hashtag Gospel
It's Hashtag Gospel with
Steff and Morgz.
On WEHA.
88.7 FM.
Keep your ear right here.
Good
Supa
luck.
Steff. It's a bird, it's a plane, it's me. Yeah.
And it's more.
You couldn't find. See, you was trying. You was trying. Hashtag gospel right here on We Have Gospel. Geist in the building.
It's me.
Najee in the mix.
Keeping us all connected.
Now, it is time to talk about the station. This station, WEHA, is a listener-supported radio station, which means we survive off of the contributions of listeners like yourselves, and there are many ways you can contribute to WEHA, and I'm going to let Morgz take it away. I'm going to miss you doing this, Morgz.
So if you would like to and we hope you do. Donate to 88.7 FM, 100.3 FM. You can do the 8 for 88.7. Super simple. What you can do is donate $8 a month, and it helps keep our lights on, keeps the radio waves being radio waves, and keep giving you what you want. Because, I mean, if it wasn't for you, we wouldn't be on air anyway. So we thank you.
Guys, how else can they contribute to the station?
I'm glad you asked there, Steff. How you can give us a call at 609-641-8870. You can visit us online at www.wehavegospel.com. Click that great big red donate button. Or you can visit us here at the station, 3 Canal Drive, Egg Harbor Township, New Jersey, 08234.
Now, we are in the middle of our fall fundraiser. I want to give a big shout out to, I'm going to take a deep breath and do this. Bishop Hargrove, Pastor Days, Pastor Gandhi, Minister Michael Bailey, Pastor Batu Mukinai, Bishop and Dr. Washington, Bishop Johnson, the Boscals fundraiser with Christine Hawks Washington, Remnant Hip Hop Show raising $1,000, Reverend John Mack, Pastor Lewis, Pastor Thomas, Pastor Ragland, Pastor Martin, Pastor Francois. Yes, all these men and women of God have been here raising money for the station, and we are still in this fall fundraiser, and you can contribute. You heard what Morgan and Geist said. Anything you do is appreciated, all right? So, make sure you go to the website, wehavegospel.com, click on the big red donate button. Make sure you download the app, click on the donate button there as well. And keep it where you got it always, right here at Gospel 88.7, 100.3 FM, WEHA. We have gospel. And now it's time to get into the song. Chance the Rapper. The song is called Blessings, and I love it. We'll be back.